Gamesweasel.com. Review.
There are two things we in the West can say about Japanese video games. The first thing is they're nearly always hardcore. The second is that if they're not incredibly tough, they're usually very weird. Vanquish falls into the hardcore category, and at first it'll take you a while to get used to everything that's going on the battlefield. You play as Sam Gideon, a government agent with a handy suit that lets you do all sorts of cool things. You and your squad mates have been called into action after some Russian loony has decided to fire a microwave beam at San Francisco. Whilst rather convenient for anyone just about to cook a TV dinner, for everyone else it's bad news and makes people boil to death. Tasteful. Unfortunately, New York's next on the list, so it's up to you to not let that happen. Using the familiar Gears of War style over the shoulder view, at first you'd be forgiven for thinking this was just another game where you pop out of cover to fire at your enemies and just move forward until you complete the level. Whilst in most cases you can do this, you'll be missing the point of Vanquish. At any moment, Sam can slide on his knees across the level to flank enemies and slow down time to shoot missiles out of the sky and play some very effective headshots. You can't use this all the time though, as your suit overheats and you have to wait a bit for it to recharge. At first it's all a bit overwhelming actually. Enemies swarm onto the screen, bullets fire everywhere, and you'll die if you don't quickly realise how the game wants you to play. You're actively encouraged to move from cover to cover, not only sideways but right into the heart of the battle. You can then perform a powerful punch, which again takes time for your suit to recover from. Luckily all the robots you fight are brightly coloured, so you don't get confused about what to shoot, and the frame rate never slows down despite so much going on at once. And don't expect to be taken for an easy ride playing through the game on normal difficulty. This game is tough, even though it's a little bit on the short side. It's a good thing then that they provided online leaderboards, so if you feel the need to replay levels and try to score better than your mates, you can. It's a shame there's also no multiplayer modes. Some form of frantic deathmatch with everyone sliding about could have been a lot of fun, not to mention co-op play. Vanquish does provide high adrenaline action right from the start, but due to its length and no other multiplayer modes, I can't say it's particularly great value for money. It's still technically fantastic though, so it gets an excellent 8 out of 10.
You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.